Hi, welcome to Integrative Preparedness. I am Steve Smith. Happy Bill of Rights Day. Did you know it was Bill of Rights Day? I bet a lot of you didn't. A lot of you probably did, but I bet a lot of people didn't. I didn't until yesterday when I saw it coming up, so I don't want to act like I knew all about it. But it is interesting that most people don't know about it, right? Most of us don't know about it. It's certainly not celebrated much, and I think as much as they can, they're trying to keep us from thinking about it. I was reading a great article yesterday that I want to read just a couple of short paragraphs from right now. And I have put the entire link, the link to the entire article over on the Patreon site. If you're not on Patreon, you should be. It's where I put a whole lot of stuff that I don't put on YouTube. And it's from American Greatness. So I want to read just a little bit, a couple of, maybe a minute or so, and then talk about it for a second. Let you all get back to enjoying your Bill of Rights Day. The title of this is written by Jane Hampton Cook. She asks, have Americans surrendered their liberties on the Bill of Rights 230th anniversary? And she starts. She says, have we yielded our liberties on the 230th anniversary of the Bill of Rights? President Franklin Roosevelt, who designated Bill of Rights Day on December 15th, believed nothing could make us yield our rights. Well, that we have lived through a time that shows that he was wrong in many instances, haven't we? What he said, what we face, this is a speech he gave, what we face is nothing more nor less than an attempt to overthrow and to cancel out the great upsurge of human liberty, of which the American Bill of Rights is the fundamental document. He said that back on the 15th of December, I guess, in 1941, shortly after the attack on Pearl Harbor. Under totalitarianism, Roosevelt explained, and of course he was talking about the rising totalitarianism that the people of America were told they were fighting in order to get them into the war. Under totalitarianism, he explained, the individual human has no right by virtue of his humanity, no right to a soul, a mind, a tongue, or a trade of his own, or to live where he pleases. His duty is one of obedience only. Interesting, right? Obedience only. And most of us would bristle at that. Even those who like to go along would bristle at that. Roosevelt, she goes on to say, was wrong, even though we came out victorious in that particular war. The so-called totalitarian regimes couldn't make us surrender our rights, but the fear of you-know-what did. Here's a quote from somebody that we all know and don't love. Quote, there comes a time when you do have to give up what you consider your individual right of making your own decision for the greater good of society. Dr. Anthony Fauci, Joe Biden's chief medical advisor, audaciously professed. She goes on to say Fauci is wrong, especially about the greater good. I won't even get into that. Okay, not going to get in. It doesn't matter about that. What matters is, have we as a country gotten to the point to where we're willing to give up our rights? Sadly, too many don't want the responsibility of rights. With rights come responsibilities. Too many people don't want to be adults and take charge of their own lives and stand up or against the things that they think are wrong. And I would say that's probably kind of a fallacy in itself. There's too many people out there who don't have any idea what's wrong and what's right. It's just a matter of, well, we got to do it. Whatever they're good little lemmings, they're going to go along and go along. So this is our real enemy. We know that it's the masses who won't stand up against totalitarianism, who actually welcome totalitarianism because it removes from them the responsibility of having to think and make independent decisions and judgments. The question here is, on this Bill of Rights Day, have we lost them? To what extent have we lost them? Can we get them back? And how do we get them back? And I'd take it even one step before that. In my books, for those of you who have followed along in the Stonemont series, you'll notice, and of course the last one isn't out yet, but I get farther into it, if you were going to create a new system of governance, how would you do it? Is the one under which we've lived for the last 230 years, is that sufficient? Is it decaying? Is it dying? Has it devolved to the point that it can't be resuscitated? Very possibly, very possibly. But what do you think? I'd like to hear that. And go ahead and put your comments down below. For new people, I'm sorry, I should have started this by welcoming all of the new subscribers and viewers, but I hope that you subscribe if you're viewing. And you might check, for those of you who have been subscribed, I like other channels. I hear from people saying, well, I hadn't heard that you were up. I wasn't getting notifications. Double check, make sure you're subscribed. For new people, we welcome you. We hope that you'll contribute in the comments and you'll participate to whatever extent you're comfortable. If you're comfortable not doing anything, that's fine too. Just if you do comment, keep it nice and polite. Don't insult anybody. Don't tell anybody that they're stupid. Just participate in a constructive fashion, because educated and courteous people are able to do that. And welcome to you. And I do again invite you and suggest you come over. Just down here, somebody put a comment in yesterday that said, I didn't know your Patreon was only $1 a month. Yeah, it's only $1 a month. The link is always down there to the Patreon channel. It's $1 a month. What can you buy for $1, right? You can get a lot of stuff that I put up that I don't put on YouTube, and you get the benefit of a lot of smart people over there leaving their own comments. You'll learn a lot. So anyway, I'll leave it at that. Welcome you all. Think about this Bill of Rights. Think about your rights. Think about try to think of, for those of you who are older, think about what your life was like 40 years ago, 30 years ago. What are the differences? Would you have preferred then or now? Would you prefer your kids growing up under the oppressive boot that we struggle with today, or back when we had more freedom? And give it some thought. Talk about it. So you all have a good day. I will be back tomorrow, because I put the one I was going to shoot tomorrow on the side burner to do this one. So I will be back tomorrow. And until then, we remember that we prepare well today in order to live well tomorrow. Preparation always starts with thinking about what's happening, what are the threats, what are the challenges, and what should we do about it. Okay. You all have a good day. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.